Hello everyone, welcome to the first episode in the gun dissection video series that we're going to be doing here on the channel. Basically what I'm going to be doing is going through all the guns you can see here in the buy menu. We're going to go ahead and look at all of their spreads, how they fire, some of their alternate fires that change the way they are. Some of them have different fires when you're scoped up with them. And we're basically just going to break down how you can be a little bit more efficient with all the guns. And so today we're going to be looking at the sidearms here. So let's go ahead and get started with just the classic pistol. So classic pistol costs a whopping $0. It's a great value buy. Oh, I didn't know you could squeeze in here. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be testing it at a bunch of different lengths, as well as looking at the spread on this. Now this guy here, and I'm just in the firing range, this guy here is going to tell you how much damage each shot does. You're going to see one to the leg is 22, let it reset. One to the body is 26, one to the head, 78. And if you go ahead and look here, you're going to notice since he's only 5 meters away, which falls into the 0 to 30 meters, all of those damage numbers actually add up with what the classic says here. So if we move it to 30 to 50, you should see 22 body, 66 head. If I can even hit that from here. 22 body, 66 head. So typically, I'd say this is about an average distance of a firefight that you would have with someone about 20 meters away. Let's go ahead and move them closer just so we can look at the classic's alternate fire. Now, the thing that a lot of people know is if you left click the classic, just as a normal one shot. And if I'm gonna go ahead and start here, I'm just gonna click away, not even gonna aim, just gonna click away, standing up, standing motion. You're gonna see it has a fairly low spread at 5 meters. Let that reset. There we go. Go ahead and aim down. Again, I'm standing still. You're going to see here, the spread still isn't too bad, even from 20 meters away. And it gets a lot better when you actually crouch down. And this tool right here just shows you all the spreads that are being hit, and you just clear it with this clear button, if that wasn't obvious to you. So yeah, pistol has very small spread, does not deal a lot of damage, has a very slow time to kill. But something that a lot of people don't realize is if you're going into a round where pistols are expected, your opponent's only going to have about 100 health. Maybe at most they have 125. And that's basically 2 headshots. Headshot and a body shot will actually kill without armor in 0 to 30 meters. So, round 1, if people aren't buying the light armor, you're going to be able to 2-shot them if you're dinking them in the head at least once. But one of the things that you can do with the classic that I don't see a lot of people actually realize is its alternate fire. Now, if you go to aim down the sights with the pistol, you'll notice you instead fire some shots. This is just your right-click button or your alternate fire. Basically what it does is it almost replicates a shotgun blast in the sense that it sends out 3 shots at once. See how you got 1, 2, 3. Sends them all out at once, and it kind of just, does a little spread like a shotgun would. It's like the different beads of a shotgun casing or shell, sorry. So what a lot of people don't realize is if you're if you're this close with an enemy, that would kill them. If you're this close with an enemy, that would kill them. But if you're also this close to the enemy, you just right-click them. That's 182 damage. 2 of those hit the head, I believe. There you go. 2 hit the head, 1 hit the body there. It's 130 damage. That's going to kill someone even with light armor round 1. Just, a simple right-click. So if you're this close to someone, just use your right-click. It's the most efficient way to try and basically one-shot people in very early rounds. Even round 2, if you are the winning team and you stay with the classic to, preserve your money, right-clicking an enemy with light shield, no matter what gun they have, if you hit them right here in the neck and you hit all 3 shots, these are 3 headshots. You're going to kill them. So one of the things that you can do is left-click to do a regular fire. You'll see this here. And then immediately right-click to do the burst fire. And so basically what this does, and you got to remember there's only 12 shots in a clip. I know the firing range is reloading it for me, but you're only going to be able to do this 3 times because of the way it takes up 4 shots. And that I just gave you a little bit preview what that was there. Basically, you left click and then immediately right click, and you're going to fire 4 shots right away. And so if you're crouching as well, you can notice how you can get those 4 shots out really quickly. And so if you are facing down an enemy, you get the 4 shots off. That's 104, and those are just pure body shots, aiming right at the body, which round 1 will kill someone unless they bought light armor. Now, if you're hitting around the neck, you'll notice 260 damage. That's going to, you know, overkill anyone that you run into. Let me see if I can get a little bit lower here. We're going to try and go for some body shots and some headshots. I believe that last one had all headshots. Yeah, there you go. 156. And you're going to see it's, boom, really quickly, really an extremely high time to kill. This could be, you know, round 25, round 23, round 24. If they could have full armor, they could have an operator, they can have any gun. If they're looking at you, and if you're this close to them and you're getting the body and the right-click shot, if you're getting that off, well, not that one because, you know, that didn't hit the headshot. But if you're getting that off, that's going to kill them. That's going to kill them before they have the chance to scope up on you. And it's really, really underutilized. You just left and right-click right away. And you're going to notice the further back you go, actually, I forgot this thing moves. The further back you go, you're going to notice the spread on the 3-shot gets a little bit worse. You know, those are 6 shots really far spread out as opposed to just, you know, letting it reset with the left click. So obviously you're going to want to do it a lot closer up. If you can even crouch and get it done as well, that's not bad. That's about what you would get out of a clip. And you can see it's all still in the middle, just left and then immediately right clicking. It's a very, very underutilized thing for the Classic that a lot of people, you know, the Classic gets a lot of hate, which it sort of deserves, but for the free gun of the game, with the right-click ability to just go left and then right-click immediately to get 4 shots out, if you're hitting, you know, 3, 4 of those 4 shots, you're going to kill someone. And it's the most efficient way to get a kill in terms of money because the Classic is free. Let's go ahead and take a look at the Bucky now. Or, sorry, the Shorty. This is for a later video. So the Shorty is just a 2-shot shotgun. You can see you send them all the way out to 50 meters. Hitting it for 2. Even though it crouched down. Hit him for 4. So it's really bad. And I'm even hitting the target. It's really bad from that far away. If we get him all the way up close here, you can see spread's pretty good. That's a really good spread for 1 shot. And if you're hitting, I'll try and aim at his body. It's 160. That's going to one-shot anyone. From 5 meters away, you're going to get him. The headshot, you're going to do 276. Looking at the numbers, you can see the body shots, no matter where they are, aren't very high. But what people don't realize with the Shorty is you're not just firing 1 bullet. You know, it's not a slug. What you're doing is you're firing 15 pellets in the spread of your reticle. So let me see if I can try and hit all 15 here up against this guy. See, I hit 15 bullets for 180 damage. Now that's being very, very close to him. If I back up a little bit, you can see only 7 of them hit from, you know, just this far. If I can get into 10 meters. Look, you can just see how my reticle is already peeking over him. Even crouched down, I can't fully get it on there. And if I try my best, I'm still only hitting 9. So you're going to have to do a lot of time is double shot. And with the Shorty that I'm using, you can't really see it again because we're in the firing range. But you only get 2 shots. You can see it under my little hand here, but you're not seeing me have to reload. But that's about the shot you would get in an actual game. You can see that was definitely enough damage to kill someone. You know, 420 damage. But it's worth knowing that you're going to get a kill or 2 per clip. If you're one-shotting them from very, very close with your first shot, you can get 2 kills per clip and then have to immediately reload. So if you're holding a very tight corner, the Shorty is awesome, but you have to be careful because that reload will kill you. And then notably, even up close, 0 to 9 meters is where oh, that's weird that that's on here twice, actually, now that I'm looking at it. You can see over on the damage chart on the right, I can't hover it because it won't. Yeah, over on the damage chart on the right, you can see it says 0 to 9 meters twice. I'm not sure what that's supposed to mean. Let's see if I can get just 1 headshot down. So yeah, it does 36. So I believe this bottom one that it has labeled down there at the bottom is supposed to be 15 plus meters. Maybe I'll send in a ticket, let them know about that. But yeah, wall penetration's low, only 2 clips. semi-automatic, so you have to actually click both times. Even if I hold down the left click button, you know, you can see I only fired once. I got to left click again. But that'll kill someone. You know, if they're let's try 20 meters away. If they're 20 meters away, you're suffering. You can see you only did 18 damage. So I mean, you're really, really reaching. Even if you get them 10 meters away, that'll get you the kill. But that's, you know, centered on their body without them moving, standing still, you crouching. So the shorty's not great, but you know, tight corners will be your friend with this gun. You can definitely surprise people with just the one-shot potential, especially early in the round for a gun that's only 200 creds. All right, let's go ahead and look at the Frenzy now. The Frenzy is the semi-automatic gun. That is your sidearm. I believe it is also 200 creds. Sorry, it's 400 creds. So you can go ahead and look at the numbers real quick. 0 to 20 meters. It's got a 78 headshot, 26 body shot. After 20 meters, it's 21 body, 63 head. So there's a little bit of fall off, not a whole lot. Now it shoots really fast. I mean, really fast. So 5 meters away. I'm even going to crouch and do this. That's about a clip. What clips? You can see that the recoil is pretty high. It fires compared to other, you know, starting guns. It's not bad. Now, you can see down in the bottom right-hand corner when you're looking at my ammo that you only get 3 extra clips. And I'm pretty sure that's standard with most other guns. Okay, not for shorty. Yeah, you get 3 other clips. You get 3 other clips that are all you know, your max clip size. So if I were to fire all 13 rounds out of my Frenzy, I would have 3 more additional 13 round clips to fire. And you know, you can interrupt. If you only shoot 3 shots, you can interrupt. It only takes 3 shots away from your ammo pool. I know how that works. So I'm just saying the amount you get is 3 clips worth. So let's go ahead and take some damage. So that would kill 4 shots to the body would kill round 1 without armor. And you can see that's pretty quick. Now if you get into headshots, it's 2. Let's go ahead and reset it real quick. There we go. That's a kill. That's a kill in any round. Full armor. So you can see the spread isn't too bad if you're staggering your shots right. That's a kill. And obviously that took a while, but you got to think they're 50 meters away and you're using a 400 cred gun. So up close, you could say 10 to 20 is about the range that you're going to see most people. So from 10 meters, if you're standing and you just fire the gun, spread gets a little wacky. If you're crouching, it gets a lot less wacky, but it's still not great. So what you're going to want to do with the Frenzy, you're definitely going to want to burst fire it. If you can from, you know, this far away. That's a kill. That would be another kill. If you're just spraying someone, you're going to want to start low because you remember you can see it goes straight up. Straight up. You know, aiming right here. My reticle's staying basically right there. Shots are landing up here. You got to be careful with the spread on a lot of automatic guns as well because they're going to be firing way high above compared to where your reticle actually is. Frenzy's okay. The biggest problem with the Frenzy for me is when you're buying a sidearm, you know, if you're spending 400 creds on a Frenzy, round 1, that's half of your money pool, the 800 creds. So if you're going Frenzy, light shields, that's all your money. If you're going Frenzy, no shields, maybe you get a few different abilities in there as well. You could save 200 creds and get the shorty, or that trick I was showing you with the Classic is so good up close. The trick with the Classic is better up close than the Frenzy will ever be if you're hitting your shots. So you could save 400 creds, get the Classic, and get kills easier than you would with the Frenzy. So the Frenzy, it's an okay gun. I've seen very good people that are very good with it. And sometimes the fact that it has that 13 size clips is a good and bad thing. You know, if you're hitting 4 shots, that's 3 kills per clip. If you're missing a lot of your shots or hitting them in the feet, you're going to have to reload really quickly. Let me see if I can get about 13. That would be about 13 shots. That would be about 13. And they're obviously they're not moving, and I had just barely enough to kill them. I had a 192. If they had bought armor, that's about 2-3 shots away from not being a kill. Let's move on to the Ghost. The Ghost is like the gun that you want when you know you can hit headshots. Because if you look at the numbers here, headshots with the Ghost do 105 damage from 0 to 30 meters, which without light armor is a one-shot kill. Body shots deal 30, leg shots deal 25. After 30 meters, you get 87 damage headshots and 25 body shots. Magazine capacity is 15. So this is also another semi-automatic where you have to hit it as many times as you want to actually fire out the shots. But it's worth noting that if your enemy is not buying light armor round one, that's a kill. If they did buy armor, that's a kill. If they buy full armor, that's a kill. And you can see it fires fairly quickly. I'm going to go ahead and just spray. So you can say even me full spraying, clicking as fast as I can, the spread's really good. And it's even better when you are crouched. It's super concentrated. The Ghost very, very highly rewards you for being able to keep your cursor where you want it. You can see I'm just full spraying here as fast as I can, barely really missing any shots. I mean, there's not much to say about it. The Ghost is an excellent weapon, excellent sidearm, probably my favorite sidearm. Just for the rate, it's 500 creds, which means it's 300 cheaper than the Sheriff, even though the Sheriff is a higher damage, which we'll get to in a second. It's silenced, which is a big deal. Some people don't hear the shots. You can get really good angles with it. The Ghost is just phenomenal. It's a phenomenal gun. It's definitely my favorite sidearm in the game. It's what I buy. The round before the Switch, I'm always buying a Ghost to make sure I have it. If I ever have extra money, I'm buying a Ghost. You can say even from this far, it's easy. Nothing about this is difficult. And that's one of the reasons why the Ghost is one of the most bought guns that you're going to see on streams and stuff. If you lose round one and you're not wanting to buy any abilities, you're not really wanting to buy armor, get a Ghost. You're still going to be able to do that and get some kills. If you body then headshot them, it doesn't matter if they're if they're not killing you right away. That's 2 shots, and that's basically killing anyone with light armor. If you're only hitting body shots, that's a kill with full armor. Now I know 5 shots is a lot, but if you're weaving around, going around, they still have to try and hit you while you're doing that. And the Ghost is so accurate that you're just really rewarded for being able to hit them where you hit them in the good spots. If you get them in the head, it's just what are they going to do about that? You spent 500 creds on a sidearm that's just taking them out in 2 shots. No matter how much armor they have. The Ghost is phenomenal. Really, really consider it on rounds where you're on a budget, or if you're just trying to save in general. If you're really good with pistols, I know a lot of people like semi-automatic guns like the Guardian and stuff. Ghost is going to be your best friend if you like semi-automatic guns. The Ghost is great. All right, let's move on to the granddaddy of them all, the Sheriff. So the Sheriff is a 6-round revolver. Go ahead and look at the numbers real quick. 159 headshot, 0 to 30 meters, meaning it is a one-shot kill no matter what round, no matter how much armor they have. Anywhere from 0 to 30 meters if you hit them in the head. Body shots 55, leg is 46. After 30 meters, body's 50, legs 42. So there's not a whole lot of body or leg fall off. Honestly, there's not really a lot of fall off for the Sheriff just in general. Even the 14 damage that it loses on the head isn't a whole lot. It just happens to be enough that that it's not a one-shot kill past 30 meters. You aren't just going to outright kill someone with heavy armor with a Sheriff after 30 meters. It sucks that it can't just be, a one-shot kill no matter what. But I think we should all definitely be glad that it isn't, because it would suck for you to be that far away from someone, have them sneak up on you, and just be able to... Oh, I guess... Okay, so this must sit just under 30 meters. Wonder if I can back up a little bit. Yeah, there we go. So there's this enough. You can see 145. If you're this guy and I happen to turn a corner, boom, get you like that, and just one-shot you with full armor, you're not going to be happy. This is not going to be your favorite game anymore. And... I mean, honestly, it kind of sucks when they're that close and they one-shot you. And you can even see behind him a little bit. Yeah. The Sheriff has high penetration, which I believe it's the only sidearm that does. Yes, it is. It is the only sidearm with a high wall penetration. I don't know if you can shoot through this wall. Oh, yep, you can. See? So you can see those are going straight through. Really easy. Alright, so let's go ahead and look at this spread. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to aim right here. I'm going to shoot 6 bullets. So you can see the spread gets a little wild. Let me retry that so I can just actually not mess up. Yeah. Spread gets a little wild. Animation's a little bit crazy per shot. Let's go ahead and do it crouched. Gets a little bit better. You can see we got a little outlier right here. The Michael Jordan of the shot. Yeah. Sheriff's really good. It's just, it's expensive for a sidearm. It's really hard to justify spending $800 on a sidearm when you're not doing something like budget rounding. You're going to see a lot of pro players when they're trying to save money. Instead of even opting for like the Bucky or something, they're going to opt for the Sheriff because they're just so phenomenal at hitting headshots that if you're trying to outshoot your opponent that has an operator, that has a phantom, that has a vandal on you, but you're able to get the first shot under their head, it's not going to matter what they have, because with the Sheriff, all the way up to 30 meters, you have that one-shot headshot kill. And that's huge. That's huge for pro play. So I guess the last thing that I want to do here is I'm going to go ahead and shoot all of these, maybe just like a clip with the stim beacon down for that Brimstone has, just for fun and just to see what it looks like. Stim beacon here. So we're going to do 6 rounds. It's a little bit crazy. Let's go ahead and crouch. That actually looks really good, especially under this. And for those of you who don't know, this stim beacon for Brimstone actually increases your attack speed, or your fire rate, I guess. Let's do the Ghost. So that was, I think, 16 shots. You can see crouch, the Ghost, even under the combat sim, is so incredibly accurate. Stim beacon down. Still looks really, really good. Do the frenzy real quick. Wait for this timer to expire. I'm not gonna be able to time the 13 shots super well. That was standing. That was crouched. So let's look at, I actually want to look specifically at the frenzy before and after the combat stim. Stim beacon here. Yeah, you can see it gets a little bit more wild, moves left and right with the combat sim. Let's get the shorty. So with this is with the combat sim. You can see, actually, this is without the combat sim. I'll just reset in a second. You can see 2 quick shots, a lot of damage. Stim beacon down. Just a little bit faster. Oh, not quite what I wanted to do, but all right. And then the classic. Classic with the combat sim is so good for what you're paying for it. You know, combat sim's only 1 to 200 creds, and you're going to notice an extreme difference. So you're going to see normal just, it's about 12 shots. We clear it out. We do crouch shots. Yeah, classic looks really good. Looks pretty similar to the Ghost. Has a lot less damage output. Stim beacon here. So let's actually this time do that little left and then right click action I was telling you about. That's your whole clip right there. See what it looks like crouched. If you can get the combat stim crouched classic combo shot, wow, that was a mouthful. You're going to feel really good about yourself sneaking up on someone. Did that last one a little wrong. Now, you're going to also notice, just a random thought before, this is going to be the last thing that we do. If you're using that little combo shot I'm telling you about, and then you right-click first on accident like I did there, you're going to notice there's a long time between shots. So I'm going to right-click and then immediately just jam the left-click, and you'll see how long it takes for the shot to be able to reset. See how there's that gap there, as opposed to just left-right. Left, right, you can do it right away. Just left, right, left, right. With the other shot, it's right, left, right, left. There's that gap. So you got to make sure you're hitting your shots right, and not flicking your wrist like I just was doing. Yep. So takeaways from this video: don't underestimate the classic. Gun's phenomenal. Best free gun I've ever seen. One probably not, not always. These guns have a lot of potential, a lot of outplay potential, but the classic is better than these two guns if you take in how much money they cost. The classic is on par with the Ghost if you include money. The Ghost is a better gun, but it costs $500. That's cheap, I know, but it's also a sidearm. For money-saving rounds, you just have to decide, do you need that $500? You can get away with the classic. Don't underestimate it, especially if you're getting in close. And then the Sheriff is just going to be your best gun if you're someone who's great at hitting headshots. You're going to dominate everyone with a revolver that costs you 800 creds. It's going to be embarrassing for them. It's going to be awesome. You can get your salt sprays out. If you can hit headshots, it's really good. Be wary, though. I am the type of person who the animation of the Sheriff really throws me off. It looks like you're shooting straight up when you refire. And so it weirds me out. There's a little bit of that with the Guardian too. Kind of has that bounce back action. And sometimes that matters for people. I mean, if you can exclude the fact that your gun is bouncing straight up and just kind of look at your reticle, the Sheriff's really, really good, but I mean, it's 800 creds. That's going to be your full buy round one. So if you don't have any armor, you don't have any abilities, you're not protecting yourself. If you can shoot them first, you're protecting yourself a little bit. But if someone sneaks up on you with a classic and gets you like that, you just wasted all your money. They killed you with the best gun in the game for your buck. All right, so that's been the video. Sidearm little dissection gun breakdown video that I've been doing. I'm going to be doing these for probably SMGs and shotguns together. Maybe just each row is what it looks like. Heavy and snipers together as well. Go ahead and leave any comments down below if you have any questions. I'll go ahead and reply right away as soon as I see them. This is Hephaesterhoff. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you guys have a great day.